What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now today we are going to be telling a high school story. These always seem to do quite well, to be honest, better than my other videos. So I thought, you know what, we'll be back and we'll tell one today. I don't even have an intro for this, right? I'm sure you've read the title, right? So if you guys going to enjoy it, leave it a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and yeah, let's roll it. So this story took place about 2 years ago, right? And basically, I had science, I don't know why, but I chose science class as one of my subjects. I hate science, I don't even know why I done it, right? But all the time, I had this teacher, right? I had this guy teacher, right? He was my actually teacher, right? And then one of the substitute teachers, not substitute, she was basically one of the teachers that come in and people that need extra help with their work and all that, they come in and basically they help them do their work during class. A support teacher, that's what they're called, right? So this teacher, right? She was a support teacher and she would always be in my science class, I swear. Even if the person was off, she would come in and be like, oh, is this person in? And then the guy would be like, nah, but then she would basically just walk around the class anyway. It was as if she had any excuse to stay in that classroom with my teacher, right? It was quite weird, to be honest, right? And me and my friends, the only reason I'd kind of started thinking about this because me and my friends caught on it, right? One of my friends basically said to me, was like, here, Jack, do you think they're together or maybe or something? I don't really know because she's always in here. And I was like, mate, oh my god, you actually might be right, by the way, that's fried. And then basically, after he said that, I would just kind of notice the weird things that would go on between they two. She would always be sitting on his desk and all that when we'd be watching something on this projector, or you would go to class after lunch and she would already be in there just sitting talking to, and she would, it was the laugh, mate, the laugh she would do. Every single thing this teacher would say, my teacher, she would laugh so much. And basically, like I said, when me and my friends caught onto this, right, we couldn't unsee it, right? It was just there so blatantly in your face. And I was in that class with a good few of my friends, right? I'm pretty sure there was seven. No, there was six of us, right? Yeah, 6 of us in that class, right? And we would all, every single time, he would, do something, she would look at him, we'd all see it, we'd all start laughing. But, I mean, we never really thought too much of it, right? We maybe thought that she just, kind of, fancied him or liked him or whatever, right? And that was kind of the end of it. Well, no, we were wrong to think that, right? Because about 3 months into the year, right? So we're talking nearly Christmas time. I seen something, me and my friend seen something just a little bit dodgy, right? And yeah, that's what that story's about. So basically, a couple of years, right, in my school, they kind of changed about the way the timetable works. They made lunch last an extra 20 minutes on certain days. So it was a Wednesday, lunch would last an extra 20 minutes, and then the last 2 periods would be both of them would be 10 minutes shorter. I don't know why they done it, right? It was quite weird, to be honest. But basically, in the first week of this happening, this is when the story takes place, right? It was a Wednesday, right? And basically on a Wednesday, I had science class after lunch. So yeah, we were floating about lunch, right? And I looked at my friend, right? And I was like, oh shit, mate, we should probably go to class. So the bell's just about to go. And he was like, yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're not even doing anything here anyway. At this time, lunch was always quite boring, to be honest. Because I don't know, we had quite a small group. But then last year we kind of got a bigger group and lunchtime became fun. But back in the day, lunch was quite boring. So yeah, we just started walking to class, right? Because we had nothing else better to do. So we start walking to class and we get outside the class, and for some reason, right, I don't know why, but I think the reason that the 20 minutes extra of lunchtime was happening was because I'm pretty sure all the teachers had a meeting in their subject. All the science would go to the science base and have a meeting or about something just for 20 minutes. Because basically when we got up to this corridor, it was dead. There was not even students up there was no teachers in any of the classrooms, right? It was just kind of dead, to be honest. And me and my friend were like, what the hell? And basically, if you can't get it already, we forgot, right? We forgot that there was an extra 20 minutes, right? There was actually an extra 20 minutes of lunch and we just didn't know about it, just because we didn't really pay attention to it, right? So we went to that class, right? We were standing outside our class and I looked in, right? And basically the way the doors work is there's a little glass panel bit on the door so you can kind of see into the classroom. And we were standing outside the class and I was like, what the hell is everyone? Why is the bell not gone yet and all that, right? Because it should have went 5 minutes ago at this point. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just look in the class, right? So I didn't really think it and all, right? So I peeked into the class and Jesus Christ, right? It was at the back of the classroom I could see this, right? I looked in, right, and I seen no one at the desk, at the teacher's desk, and then I looked a little bit more, there was no one at the front, the desks at the front of the classroom, and then I looked at the back of the classroom, right, and this is basically where all the kind of science lab bit was. Every single science classroom had a little bit where you would do testing and all that. I don't really know, I don't know about science, right? But back there, I seen 2 teachers do a little bit of something funky, right? No, they weren't doing the dirty, right? They didn't just say F it and start banging on the... I'm not saying that, right? But I looked through the window, right? And I just seen them 2 all over each other. She was basically had her legs up, on this table at the back of the classroom. And he was basically in between her legs, just kissing her. And he was standing up. And I seen this and I was like, oh my god, right? And I looked at my friend. Let's call him Steve. I looked at Steve and I was like, Steve, you need to look in there, right? And call us weirdos all you want, right? But this was just mental, right? And Steve looked in and he looks at me and he goes like, oh my god, right? And we both start freaking out, right? And then Steve goes, wait a minute, there's an extra 20 minutes. That's why they're up here. That's why no one's up here, because there's an extra 20 minutes at lunchtime. And I was like, oh, mate, you're right. You're actually right? So me and my friends book it, right, back into the hall where like all my friends were sitting, and basically we told all our friends about what we just seen. And only like a couple of them believed us. The ones that were in my science class actually believed us, because we kind of seen it coming, to be honest, just because of like the way they would always act in class. I mean, yeah, basically, right, lunchtime ended, we went to the class, we were just howling, right, because that support teacher was in there, and so was the teacher, obviously. And me and my friend had seen it, so we were just laughing at this point. I couldn't stop laughing, to be honest, it was so funny. But basically, right, skipping ahead, 2 months, right, yeah. 2 months, right? So it's after the new year at this point. I went to the class, right? And my teacher was nowhere to be seen. And neither was the other teacher. And basically, right, we had a substitute teacher who was actually the head of science, right? And when my one friend went like, where's Mr. Donald, right? And my teacher was like, oh, you won't be seeing much of him recently. My friend was like, what? Why? And basically, do you know what happened? I never found this out again for another couple of weeks, just because it was like a rumour around the school that went about. Because the teacher wouldn't actually tell us what happened. He was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Just, he'll be back in a couple of weeks. He got in trouble, right? And we were thinking, oh, okay, he got in trouble, right? And then we started putting the pieces together, right? And then eventually we actually found out the truth, right? What happened? Like, kind of like everyone in the school know. Basically, they got caught hooking up in the classroom, right? Not by us, I take it by another teacher. And basically, if you guys don't know, you're not allowed to do that in school. Like, a lot of workplaces, like, don't let, like, partners be together, just maybe in case of things like this. But yeah, basically, they got suspended. The 2 teachers got suspended from school because they got caught making out at the back of the classroom. So, yeah. And eventually, another 2 weeks went by, and yeah, they came back, and everything was fine. I don't think they ever done that again in class, to be honest, just because of how dodgy it was. But I mean, yeah, that's just about the end of the story, right? Naughty teachers. Naughty teachers. Drop a comment and let me know if you've ever caught your teachers doing some weird things, right? Just do it. I want to know all your guys' stories from high school. And yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Parents said that I wouldn't make it. Need the cash up front, I ain't patient. And I tell you that I'm fine, but I faked it. Yeah, heart so cold, yeah, it's faking.